There is no winning in this battle. And it is like gross and unhinged and completely untrue.
You think what Hasan's saying is wrong?
Of course, he's completely insane.
Dude, are you kidding me? Oh no.
They start overtaking the ships. And they're like, guess what, dog? No more trade to Israel.
He's completely insane. This is no joke. I like him, but his politics are insane.
Alright, I think it's beyond question at this point. Hasan needs to be banned on Twitch. This guy has bred a culture of orbiters that are condoning some of the most truly deranged things you could imagine. Like, regardless of what you think about the situation that's going on with Israel and Palestine and what side of the coin you fall on, what he is doing is just unacceptable. From interviewing Houthi pirates under the guise that he's a journalist doing journalism, to playing propaganda videos on stream and saying that it's just a musical, and far more. And up until very recently, Twitch has just been letting it happen, basically giving their stamp of approval on all of this and proving to everyone that they don't plan on applying their terms of service equally. Even though the terms of service explicitly states that they will. But with the massive spotlight that's been shined on Hasan and Twitch recently, the people over at Twitch have been put in a tough situation. And they have essentially been forced to start banning Hasan's tumorous orbiters, all in trying to save face for their advertisers. But all of this only happened after days and days of criticism from essentially everyone. But of course, when Asmongold makes his spicy statement for the opposite side of this conflict, he was immediately banned, as well as being forced to step down from OTK and his computer company Starforge. But it looks like Hasan is starting to feel the heat, that he might not be able to get away with this type of behavior anymore, after his tumorous orbiters started getting banned.
Are you gonna get banned from Twitch? Love the streams? No. What? Frogan banned? There is no winning in this battle. Okay? There is no winning in this battle. There's nothing you and I or this community or anyone can do. Nothing at all. There is nothing I can do. All I can do is just take it. Just like all Capri Sun Poppy and Frogan and everyone else that's getting banned in this mass ban wave, that all they can do is take it. And it is like gross and unhinged and completely untrue. And I don't know what to say.
Aw, poor Hasan. Dude is upset that there's finally some consequences happening to his disgusting friends for being half as repulsive as he's been. It's kind of funny that now there's a little bit of consequences happening when he thought he and his friends could just get away with this stuff, because they totally were, till they got just a little bit too brazen, drawing just a little bit too much attention, and making a lot of prominent figures come out against Twitch's double standards. It's even spread to the mainstream media. And Hasan, what's gross and unhinged is what you and your orbiters have been getting away with for far too long. And don't you worry, you can say that this is all untrue and disgusting, but I have the receipts. Let's start with Hasan's main tumor, Frogan, and their repulsive statements that she made with such utter glee about service members in the military.
I have no pity at all for any fucking soldiers. Distress, thank you so much. I will never have any fucking pity for any fucking soldiers. U.S. military? Who fucking who? I hope you get PTSD. I do, the ones I'm like whatever about the U.S. soldiers are the ones that like acknowledge that like what they did was wrong. They didn't know back then. Whatever. You're a good person in my book. I'm like a Tom, thank you so much for the 10 gifted. the U.S. military that are like, yeah, like, you know, I did this back then, but now I know it's wrong. Like, I'm changed. Like, fuck imperialism. Fuck this. You don't deserve the PTSD. But like any other motherfucker, you're joining them. You're like, oh my god, I want my Camaro, no student loans. Fuck you. I hope you get PTSD, and I hope you get no health insurance when you get back into fucking America. And they posted it in my head. I'm like, based? Based? Like, am I supposed to be like I'm not walking back on it. I still fucking agree with it. Based?
Truly, what a disgusting person. She says all of this because she sees the American military as her opposition because of her support for Palestine. And like I said, regardless of how you feel about the conflict and what side you're on, this gleeful wishing of PTSD on all American soldiers is just disgusting. So many of those soldiers are just people trying to secure a better future for themselves and their family. And she only feels safe saying things like this because what she sees Hasan get away with. Personally, I say good riddance, and the 30-day ban this malformed creature got is simply not enough. But at least it's a start. Now, let's get back to Hasan himself and the insane behavior he's been able to get away with while receiving no consequences. Did you guys hear about him playing literal extremist propaganda on stream and passing it off like he was just playing a music video for his friend? Yeah, when I say that, I'm not being hyperbolic at all. Check this out.
Because hell, even a couple days ago, I was hanging out with my buddy Hasan, and this guy unironically put a propaganda music video on and then left the room.
Left the room?
Yeah. And I was just like, and the thing is, like, in hindsight, it's hilarious, you know? But at the same time, I'm like, what is going on here? This is wild to me. Yeah. But like, I just, and like, he was like, yo, they're such great dancers. Look how good.
Oh my god.
I was like, okay.
Oh, you want to see a Houthi musical?
Sure.
These were the people that the Saudis were killing, by the way. Just so you know, these fucking musically gifted individuals.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. I need the money.
I'm gonna grab my food.
Yeah. I'm so confused. What is this?
اسأل أصحاب الفخامة والمعالي واسألوا عن الحشود العسكري يوم سيطرنا على الخوضة بآلي ما
Did you leave me alone in a room with like a propaganda video playing? What is going on? This is a 3-minute video of. What do you mean a music video? When you said music video, I'm expecting like bad example, Chris Brown dancing. You know?
No. They do like
They
do musicals. They're very musical people.
Are you being serious?
Dog, what do you look? You think I made this?
This isn't music. I know they're singing, but I'm seeing just guns and shoot. This isn't a music video, Hasan.
No, it is. They do musicals about like their actions all the time, and they love walking over. They love walking over like the American flag and the Israeli flag side by side. They will always like march on it. I'm surprised they haven't done it yet. It's an act of for them. It's an act of resistance. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. Oh my God. Oh man.
All right, like, I might understand if Hasan was doing this as some sort of bad joke. It would be a spicy joke, but at least it wouldn't be literal support of an extremist group. And Hasan's friend is rightfully disturbed by the situation, and probably even worried that they're both about to get banned, especially for such disgustingly blatant actions. And to be honest, can you blame him? I mean, just think about it. If anyone did even remotely the same thing for the other side, you would 100% see them get swiftly banned. Just like Asmongold. But hey, you might still think this was just some bad spicy joke. But let me tell you, it definitely wasn't. Check this out.
He's the leader of Hezbollah, the general secretary of Hezbollah.
What's Hezbollah?
Hezbollah
that small guy?
Hezbollah is this is the same name.
Okay.
Hezbollah is a paramilitary organization that is also a part of the Lebanese parliament.
Do we like them or no?
I think as a resistance group, they're pretty successful against Israel. But everybody hates them. Like everybody in the region, a lot of people don't like them. Like
I like what you like.
I don't have an issue with them. Let's just say
This guy should honestly just steer clear of Hasan and his orbiters. Associating with them will only end in bad news. You know, if only this guy listened to his friend that was on that podcast with him several weeks ago.
You think what Hasan's saying is wrong?
Of course, he's completely insane.
Dude, are you kidding me?
No, he is. Like, this is no joke.
Oh no.
Now, you're probably wondering to yourself, how the hell does Hasan get away with stuff like this? How is he not slammed on every media site out there? How does Twitch just sit back and condone all of this? Well, that's because Hasan has buddies in high places, which he's fully willing to admit are running cover for him and even promoting him.
Okay. For the position that I'm in, okay, for the place that I'm in my career as a political commentator with perspectives that are completely unheard of in mainstream media, I get a tremendous amount of positive news coverage, and it is directly a consequence of the reality that I have actual fans and friends in these places, in these outlets. That's it. If you think that I'm not getting like good coverage, you're crazy. There is no world in which a guy like me with my opinions is going to get any positive coverage whatsoever. That is historically not a thing that people, that's historically not a thing that happens.
And let's just be clear. This is not something that should be happening. Nobody should be running cover for you. Your opinions are trash. Your politics are trash. And you're actually just a disgusting person as a whole. You just hide under this veil of the calmly nice guy bro. And some people are naive enough to fall for it. Even if your analysis of literally any situation is the most surface level bro lefty bullshit you could possibly imagine. Now, let's turn back to the blatant support and promotion of extremism that Hasan is just allowed to do on Twitch under the joke of an excuse that Hasan is a journalist. Did you guys hear about that Houthi pirate Hasan interviewed just a little while back? Well, check this out.
هل أنت جزء من الحوثيين؟
الحوثيين يمنيين.
You're Houthi and Yemeni.
الحوثي يمني.
All right.
Bro, are we about to have a Houthi rebel on stream? Yes, brother. What do you mean? Excuse me. Of course I'm about to have a... I'm a journalist. I'm trying to interview the young Yemeni, in quotes, pirate who's a TikToker and need help. I'm doing journalism, chat. Calm down. He said, Hasna, wait a few minutes until I set up the lighting. Bro, this dude is a professional, dude. He said, wait a few minutes until I set up the lighting, dog. Okay, Rashid, how old are you? Where are you from originally in Yemen?
قد ايه عمرك ومن وين انت في اليمن؟
عمري 19 من محافظة إب.
He's 19 and he's from Ib Governorate.
Okay.
I'm not going to pain you with watching an extended part of this interview because it's trash. But if you're interested in watching it, you could find it on Hasan's YouTube channel. The point is, he's sitting there on the biggest live streaming platform in the world, running defense, trying to humanize a literal extremist, and trying to pass it off like he's just some nice guy or something. And it's just more proof of what Twitch apparently agrees with, and is just willing to let slide by. At least up until recently, where they've been essentially forced to start taking action against this type of behavior because too many people were talking about Twitch's double standards. And the advertisers were starting to take notice. And that's all. And after Hasan ended up receiving criticism for this interview, he actually ended up equating interviewing this guy with someone interviewing Anne Frank. Yeah, you heard that right.
Right?
Sure.
Like he is a person whose only experience is like, it's literally like talking to fucking Anne Frank, basically.
Bro, we're not comparing the fucking terrorist to fuck. Okay, I'm out of here, dude. Is he not banned? Hasan's not banned for 14 days after saying shit like that?
Nope, Muda, Hasan has not been banned. And to be honest, he probably won't be. Unless people just don't shut up about how much of a cesspool Twitch is becoming with their double standards. I think the only right thing to do after all of this behavior, not to mention making his orbiters think they could get away with it too, is to give this guy a really serious ban. Hasan has been able to skirt any proper action for far too long. The guy has been banned in the past, sure, but it's always the lightest action possible outside of the booba streamers with their 24-hour bans for essentially getting naked on stream. And even Hasan's former podcast partner has come out hard against Hasan recently. And while I don't even like Ethan, he does have a fair point here.
I fucking despise how Hasan, specifically Hasan, keeps telling me what I need to do is go talk to other Jewish people that are on his approved list of like Jews that can like actually talk to you about. Like, I'm fucking sick of this shit. It would never be of another race that would say that.
Can I add, Ethan, one
Yes.
personal feeling that I've had with Hasan that I can't really get past is his dismissiveness of the rapes that happened. He acts like they didn't happen, acting like rapes didn't happen, and he's just chuckles when people bring it up, or like
Kamala Harris said rapes, and then he laughed and basically his chat started saying that they're all lying, and he kind of like expressed, I mean, he doesn't believe the rapes happened. It's not even debatable.
And that's not going to change. But let's take a step back. October 7, 1,200 people were massacred. Many young people who were simply attending a music festival. Women were horribly raped. As I said then, I say today, Israel has a right to defend itself. We would. And how it does so matters.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if fucking rapes happen on October 7. Like, that doesn't change the dynamic for me even this much. So that's the other part of this problem that many people can't contend with. Like, the Palestinian resistance is not perfect.
It doesn't matter. Sheesh. Like, to be honest, guys, I'm not a fan of either side of this conflict. To be 100% real with you guys, I don't like that we're essentially funding both sides of this while people are hurting in our own country. But holy Hasan, the rapes don't matter. The fucking chuckling immediately when Kamala talks about it, dude, you are truly a disgusting human being. I always thought you were stupid, to be honest. But now, I think you're far more than just stupid. You're just a bad person. And the fact that this is the #1 politics stream on Twitch for years is disturbing and sad. Do better, you fucking troglodyte. You have a lot of young people that look up to you and wait on every word you say. And this is just completely irresponsible of you. And Twitch, you guys need to stop with the double standards and only actioning these people when you're essentially forced to by the spotlight, and to probably just save face for your advertisers. Alright guys, I said my bit. If you are interested in watching something else, YouTube thinks you're gonna like this video right here. Peace.